Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way to replace a drive shaft on a Cub Cadet LTX1045 hydrostatic lawnmower, or well, whatever lawnmower you have. Because I'm pretty sure they're all the same, just the different drive trains. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is I would recommend taking your deck off. And in order to do that, you basically take this little clamp thing, you turn it you pull it all the way out, turn it sideways on the thing, and you lift up your deck. Well, you lower your deck all the way down to the ground. Do that. Take all the pieces off your deck, including this thing. This thing's pretty easy to get off, so you don't even have to get it off. All you have to do is just pull it over to the side of the lawnmower. That's all. All right. The second thing you're going to want to do is I would recommend taking this thingy off. Your belt guard, or your belt, whatever thing is called. I call it a belt guard. Do not lose these things. Put them on the lawnmower. Put them on the operator station. Okay. And I'm going to show you why I don't know why anybody's thought of this. This is the easiest way to do this. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is, plus you're going to want to have like a jack or something to lift up your mower, or something like blocks like I have. But what you're going to do is you're going to get underneath here and you're going to start looking for these bolts. You're going to look for 1, you're going to look for 2, you're going to look for 3 that is right up in there, and then 4. And if you don't see it, I have my belt right. You're going to want to put your belt right over there before everything, so when you lift it up you can easily put it on. As you see, this whole piece is one piece. This anchors down your engine. As far as I saw, there is nothing holding your muffler. So this piece right here is one whole piece, right? And there's nothing holding the muffler or anything part of the engine. The only thing that's holding the engine are these 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, right just in there, and 4. That's it. That's all. So what you're going to want to do is, I can show you right now, if I can get up from underneath this lawnmower, is you're going to want to get your handy dandy tool set. You're going to want to put it next to you. Now, judging by those bolts, I'd probably say, oh, maybe they're a half. They're probably less than a half, knowing my luck. But they're probably a half. So, this is a half. They are a half. What you're going to want to do is, you can do this either way. You can get your impact wrench, and you can do that. Or, and you want to get an extender too. Or you can get mine. My toolbox is all dirty because the thing doesn't. It's cheap. It's Harbor Freight, but it does the job. You're gonna want to get your ratchet, and you're gonna want to connect that all. But fortunately for me, I have an impact wrench, and hopefully that works. Let me get everything connected. I'll be back. All right, let me set you guys right there in the grass. Hopefully you can see everything. I'm pretty sure you can. Hopefully, anyway. What you're gonna want to do, you're going to line your impact wrench or your ratchet. If you're using an impact wrench, I'd recommend knowing which direction, because you do not want to screw this up. And you're going to get all 4 of them out. Every single one. Like I said, you can get this out with a ratchet. I'm using an impact wrench because it's faster and it's easier. This one might not want to go. There we go. Alright, now that you have that all done, you're going to want to get up from underneath your lawnmower. You're going to want to go over here, and as you can see, I can freely move this engine. Alright, so the next thing you're going to want to do is I'm going to put you guys on a tripod, and hopefully you guys can see this. I'll try to zoom in the best I can. So give me a second here. Alright, now that you've done that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull up on your lawnmower engine. You're going to want to put that belt over the drive shaft pulley on each side. Alright, it's on. I just saved you guys the time of the hardest part of the hardest question everybody has. I was sitting here for about 20 minutes trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. It hit me. I used my mathematical skills. I'm just messing with you. I just used my skills of genius, and I guess I figured it out somehow. So that's all you got to do. And then once you do that, you're going to want to get underneath your lawnmower, obviously, and pull the belt, you know, adjust everything so you can put your bolts back in. And also, if I was you, I would recommend putting those bolts back in, setting them in by using your trusty old ratchet. If you feel comfortable enough using the impact wrench or a drill or something to, you know, put it back in, be my guest. But I recommend using this just to set it, and then you set it barely in, and then you can use your impact wrench just to drill it in. So, take you underneath the lawnmower now. I've already set mine, so all I have to do is drive them back in with the impact wrench. And then boom, the first step is done. Alright, so what you're going to want to do, as you want to do before, like I said, sorry if I'm in your way. Remember, the more space you have underneath your lawnmower, the better it is to work on. That goes with anything, I guess. Kind of cramped underneath here, I'm not gonna lie. But you're gonna be happy once you get that drive belt on. All right. Let me figure the next step out. I don't know why it zoomed in there. Let me figure the next step out, and I will get back to you guys. Hit the camera. Now the next step you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your ratchet. You want to get your ratchet again. You don't have to have an adapter. Looks like you might have enough room, but on that you're going to want to get a not an extension, I'm sorry, an adapter that goes down to a 1/4, and you're going to want to get a 3/8. That's what you're going to want. You're going to want 3/8 on that, okay? It's not going to do it right, but you're going to want 3/8. I apologize for that, it's not doing it right. You're going to want 3/8, and you're going to want to try, you'll find that there are these bolts like this, and you're gonna want to, oh, it's on tighten. You're gonna want to take it off, lefty loosey, righty tighty. That belt is in the way. It's gonna be a little bit of pain, maybe a lot of pain, maybe too much pain. It's kind of cramped. I'm the one camera. All right, give me a second. Anyway, just take them off. I'm gonna take them off. All right, bear with me here. Now, you're gonna see this first pulley. That's gonna be right here, across here. You're gonna wanna put your belt right on it like that. You're gonna wanna run it right through, right on this pulley. This pulley right here is your clutch. So, what you're going to want to do is your second pulley is going to run, your second, your pulley right here is going to run the top belt. It's going to run all the way back here to the engine. Well, not the engine, the drivetrain. So it's going to be right there, okay? Now, the next step you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your battery out, okay? You're going to want to get your battery box out. Now, disconnect the cables to the battery, take the battery out, take the box out, and boom, lift up the seat, and there you go. You got a whole view of everything right here. Now, on yours, it's going to be like a little fan there, I guess to cool it or something. I don't know. I just got rid of the piece of junk because it won't really doing anything, I guess. Didn't have any problems with it. But anyway, you're going to want to get look underneath that seat. You want to get all that stuff out, and then you're going to want to try to put this belt around this pulley. And I will show you that. Alright, now that we're up here, you can see clearly right on down there. Move your cables out of the way, push them down here. Make sure they're not going to get tangled up in anything. You're going to want to try to take your belt, hopefully you can see it, and you're going to want to try to put it around here. It should be pretty easy. So, it should just slip right on down there. It should just go right on around there. So, let me put that on there. I'll be back. Now, if you guys are having difficulty trying to get this belt around this pulley, all you have to do is get yourself 2 extenders. One large one, another large one if you have one, or a small one. Get your adapter piece and get a 10mm socket. Put that 10mm socket on there, and you're going to want to put that belt on, try to put that belt on there, and you're going to want to put it as close as this on there, and you're going to use both hands, with your left hand trying to push this on, with your right hand trying to turn the pulley, and it should go on. So, before you do anything, you're going to want to go underneath your lawnmower again, and you're going to want to check everything, all the pulleys and everything else. Make sure everything's back on. So everything's looking good. Looks nice. Not really too sure if that's supposed to be like that, but looks like it anyway, the pulley type. And then what you're going to want to do, as long as everything is on a pulley, there's no slack, you're going to want to take your clutch, you're going to want to push it back, push it down, and release the parking brake if you can. There we go. My parking brake's broken, so. And what you should end up with is, if you go underneath your lawnmower and you look again, let me focus the camera there, everything should be tight. And everything should line up beautifully. Well, nicely. As you can see, there's no interference of anything. Maybe the steering a little bit, but who cares? Doesn't look like it's going to be a problem anyway. Cub Cadet should have probably done something about that. Or maybe I got my pulley on wrong. I probably do, knowing me. But anyway, you should be able, everything should move. So, easy way to check is, let me adjust it there. Turn this, and everything should turn. Alright, everything is turning. So next thing you want to do once you've checked everything, your engine is back on, your belt is on, you're going to want to put your battery box back in its place. But before you do anything, do not forget about them cables. It's bad news if you forget about them cables. Pull them all the way over to the side, if you can. Put your battery box down. You want to put your battery back on. Well, back in. I don't know why my camera is doing that. You want to connect your battery back up. You're going to want to put your deck back on. So you're going to take your deck, you're going to put it back on until you attach it and everything. That's the easy part. So there, your drivetrain, well, not your drivetrain, but your drive belt is back on, and you didn't have to really do that much hard of work. Now, personally, I hate Cub Cadet. I do not like their lawnmowers. Why do I have one? It's not mine. It's my great uncle's. I use it down here at the farm, and that's basically it. So, besides that, you're going to want to put everything back together, and I will show you a video of everything running. Now that we've fixed the drive belt, it should work now. So, let's pray it works. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. We'll find out. Well, it works. So I'm surprised I actually got it to work. So, but if you like the video, make sure to subscribe, like, comment. If you're having problems with your lawnmower and you need some help, I can probably try my best. Can't guarantee anything. I only know Cub Cadet, so as a pain they are to work on and fix and use. You know, it'll give you some experience working on stuff. So, remember, if you like the video, remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I guess I'll see you down in I guess I'll see you next time in the next video. So